Hello everybody, and welcome back. Last time we fully explored the town of Alafra and we made our way back to Madra, where we realized that the town had been attacked yet again, this time by the Kibombo, and they stole Pierce's precious black orb. So today we're going to try to make our way toward the Kibombo by crossing into Gondowan. So let's get to it, shall we? So right here we have a dog, and if we were to read his mind, dig here, you dig? Ruff! Yeah, so we have to use the scoop synergy. And we have a small geyser that will pull us up. But before that, I want to pay attention to a cave right here. Let's go ahead and clear out the leaves and vines. So, right here we have what seems like a campfire and nothing else. This cave right now is empty, but that was not always the case. If we were to visit this at an earlier point in the game, more specifically as soon as we arrived from the Deccan Plateau, we would have found a couple of individuals and we would have seen a unique cutscene, which I'm going to show right now. We've been found! You wanna fight, punk? No one said anything about fighting yet. We haven't done anything to you. And if you think we did, then prove it. My family lost its entire store of food, months worth, gone in a flash. Well, we'll show those foreigners what happens when they mess with us. Ooh, tense. We're busted. They're onto us. I know it. We never should have launched that raid on Madra without the others. And once our Kibombo warriors swarm over your town, we'll all be real good friends. It was a good raid, but after all that work, we didn't find a thing. I wonder what happened to those people who fled from the jail we broke into. So yeah, the reason that I did not show that in the first place is because I feel that it's a bit of a spoiler and I don't know, I wanted to leave that for later on. Anyways, now let's go ahead and step on the geyser so it can pull us up. Also, I need to mention this, but the music that we hear right now in the background is the overworld music, which I like quite a lot. I like how it builds up to the grand finale, and it really gives a huge sense of adventure. Right there we have what seems like a red mushroom. We'll get to it later. For now, let's make our way up. There we go. I was wondering when we were gonna get any new enemies. So, here we have two new enemies. First we have a wild gorilla. He is level 16. He has 130 HP, no synergy, 122 attack, 32 defense, 76 agility and 5 luck. He has a Venus elemental resistance of 48, a Mars resistance of 25, Jupiter 72 and Mercury 48. And he has a Venus elemental power of 100. He yields 77 experience points, which then become 100 if we finish him off with a Mars gene. He drops 80 coins, which then become 104. And there is a 1 in 32 chances that become a 1 in 8 that he will drop a Bramble Seed, which is an item that can be used to deal Venus-based damage. As for his commands, he has the basic attack, the Beat Dance monster skill, and the Ransack monster skill, which is a Venus-based attack with an additional 35 points of damage. Now, onto the other enemy, we have a Wolfkin Cub. He is level 16 as well, he has 115 HP, no synergy, 136 attack, 32 defense, 79 agility and 5 luck. He has a Venus elemental resistance of 72, a Mars resistance of 48, a Jupiter resistance of 72 and a Mercury resistance of 100. And he has a Jupiter elemental power of 85. Now, he yields 82 experience points, which then become 110 if we finish him off with a Mars gene. He drops 95 coins, which then become 123. and there is a 1 in 32 chances, then become a 1 in 8 that he will drop a nut. As for his commands, he has the basic attack and the Flash monster skill, which is a Jupiter based attack with a 1.4 multiplier. And we get to attack first. Nice. So the gorilla is pretty much the toughest enemy that you can expect in the Gondowan cliffs, but we can manage. Anyways, now we want to drop down. Before that, we have a Mars Gin. We'll get to him as soon as we can. Now we want to drop down right here, and we have yet another mushroom, this time green. So first let's push the giant stump all the way down, and down here we have one of the classic stone mazes. I believe yeah, this way. This one you can actually get lost, so it's a bit of an upgrade from the usual ones, but it's pretty straightforward. And there we have another new enemy. This is a wyvern chick. He is level 16. He has 124 HP, no synergy, 128 attack, 36 defense, 76 agility and 6 luck. He has a Venus elemental resistance of 127, a Mars resistance of 48, a Jupiter resistance of 7 and a Mercury resistance of 72. And he has a Mars elemental power of 95. He normally yields 83 experience points, which then become 107 if we finish him off with a Jupiter Gem. He drops 76 coins, which then become 98, and there is a 1 in 32 chances that then become a 1 in 8 that he will drop a Weasel's Claw. As for his commands, he has the basic attack and the Fire Breath monster skill, which is a Mars based attack with a power rating of 60 and a range of 3. Alright, and with that we are 3 out of 4 new enemies that we can encounter in this area, not taking into account the Djinn of course. There we have the Flash. Hopefully, yeah, there we go. So they are quite tougher, but they will not survive a full round of synergetics. So. They are quite fast, which makes them kind of annoying because we do end up taking some damage. Alright, and right here we have a chest which contains a sleep bomb. Alright. There we have it, the last enemy in this particular area. Here we have a Flash Ant. It is also level 16, it has 76 HP, no synergy, 119 attack, 38 defense, 62 agility and 3 luck. It has a Venus elemental resistance of 48, a Mars resistance of 25 and a Jupiter and Mercury resistance of 48 as well. And it has a Jupiter elemental power of 85. It normally yields 61 experience points, which then becomes 79 if we finish him off with a Mars Gem. He drops 71 coins, which then become 92, and there is a 1 in 32 chances that then become a 1 in 8 that he will drop an elixir. As for its commands, he has a basic attack and the Flash Punch monster skill, which is a Jupiter based attack with an additional 5 points of damage that may inflict the Delusion styles. So he's also the weakest enemy in the area, so piece of cake. And right there, you can see what looks like a gigantic boulder protruding from the ground. We can't do anything about that, but we will be able to at a much later point in the game. For now, let's go all the way up so that we can... Let's avoid the puddle first. Here we have two gorilla. Let's see if we can take them out in one turn. Hopefully they do not survive, because they can be quite dangerous. Alright, luckily they did not focus on one character. And right here we have the Mars Gene. And as you may be thinking, he is hostile. And it is a bit annoying having to fight him only for him to run away. So I do advise to save before you do this. I'm going to try and get the XP boost as well as the coin boost on this fight. If I mess up, I'm going to cut until after I'm done with the Mars Gene. With that being said, let's get on with it. Here we have Kindle. He is level 16. He has 403 HP, 37 synergy, 114 attack, 29 defense, 90 agility and 11 luck. He has a Venus elemental resistance of 100, Mars 193, Jupiter 100 and Mercury 25. And he has a Mars elemental power of 125. He normally yields 228 experience points, which then become 296 if we finish him off with a Mercury Gene. He drops 273 coins, which then become 354. And of course he does not drop any items. As for his commands, he has the basic attack, the Blast, Beam, Fume, Flare War and Mad Blast synergies, and the Flee command. Alright, so he has about 400 HP. It's a good chance to use the Ragnarok. And I actually have the one that I need on standby, so let's fix that. Alright, 53. $150, pretty much. Alright. Let's do that. Hopefully that will not kill him and he will not run away, of course. 62 damage on Felix, that's fine. Please don't kill him. Alright, so he should die from the next strike. I only hope that... yeah. That's fine, that's fine. There we go. Felix found the Mars Gene Kindle. Alright, so of course this is going to Jenna. So let's quickly go over our new friend. So Kindle's battle effect is that he boosts the entire party's attack by 25%. As for the set stat bonus, he provides a +8 to your base HP, +5 to your base attack and +1 to your base luck. Also, since we got ourselves a new Mars Gene, that also means that we unlocked a new summon. Let's quickly go over that, shall we? Tiamat, the Queen of all Dragons. She requires 3 Mars Gene. She has a base power of 120. She has an HP multiplier of 9%, and after she is successfully summoned, she provides an elemental boost of 60. Alright. With that, we are now finished. Actually, we are not quite finished. We can go up here, and we have to go a bit back, but there is an item that we can collect. There we have it. The red mushroom. And Felix level up. Nice. However, I do think... oh no, we're fine. I was worried that we were running out of space. Felix got the Laughing Fungus. A rare and suspicious mushroom. So this item is one of a pair, that with the green mushroom. And they do technically serve a purpose, which I'm not going to disclose just yet. As for the green mushroom, unfortunately we cannot get it right now. We do need access to the synergy that would allow us to freeze the puddles, so we'll have to leave that for later. But with that we are done with this particular section, so we just have to keep getting interrupted by enemies And Jenna level up. And we got a Weasel's Claw. And we have to throw it away. Alright, let's walk the rope. And we should be finally in Gondowan. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we are finally in Gondowan. So, the first thing that we want to do is head north, because, as you'll soon see, hold on, we have a town nearby. But before that we have an enemy encounter. Alright, here we are at the town of Naribue. So we're not yet at Kibombo, but we're making our way there. I want to quickly rest up at the inn. And if I'm not mistaken, there's a hidden item here? Yes. We got a sleep bomb. And we have a chest right there. But before we do any more exploration, I want to sell a few items. Felix is fine, but I do want to sell a few weapons that I have no need for. Right here. As well as the circlet. And the travel vest. And the smoke bombs. Alright. Now, I believe there's something. Yeah, right there. We got an elixir. And I do want to check the weapons shop, because in the artifacts tab we have a new artifact, the Synergy Rod. Let's quickly go over it, shall we? The Synergy Rod has an attack boost of 64, its unleash is called Silage, it deals 22 extra mercury damage and it may restore synergy by 10% of the damage dealt. Alright, so I'm not going to buy the Synergy Rod, but I did want to go over it. So let's go ahead and use Slash on that rope and see what's inside the chest. And yeah, there is an odd glitch by which it seems that the rope is attached to nothing. But more important than that, right here we have the Thorn Crown. So, as you may have guessed, this is an artifact piece of gear. It provides a defense boost of 28, but more important than that, it has a side effect, which boosts attack by 8. So, pretty useful piece of equipment. Let's see who has the lowest. Well, of course, it had to be Sheva. But she uses synergy more than anything else, so I think I'll keep the crown on Jenna for now. Alright, let's talk to a few of the townspeople. The Kibombo went on an expedition to the east, but they already returned. Do you know what kind of expedition it was? Yes, we do. What? They crossed over to Indra and attacked the town? The Kibombo are a reckless and dangerous people. Alright, I believe that in this house there's something? No. Yes. We got 18 coins. Let's go ahead and use Whirlwind to clear the path here. And as you may have guessed, we can also use Reveal here. And here we have a Unicorn Ring. So, I guess technically this is an artifact. If it is, it's not a very good one. It doesn't provide, as a piece of equipment, it is useless. It does not provide any boost at all. But it can be used to cure the poison and deadly poison or venom status. It does break after a few uses, but you can pay to have it repaired. Alright, well, we're almost done with Naribue here, but I do want to speak to a few more NPCs. When Oeya was their witch doctor, the Kibombo were much more peaceful. Akafubu took over when Oeya passed on. and he is responsible for their warlike ways. Interesting. Kibombo magic was once widely respected. Now it is merely feared. That is the way of things since Oeya appointed Akafubu as his successor before dying. Alright, and right here we have the very strange looking hut. And we have... My father is a fortune teller, not a witch doctor. There are a great many differences between him and Akafubu of Kibombo. By painting our bodies, we bring about good luck. You should try it too. Alright, so here we have the fortune teller. He actually provides a very useful service. I am a teller of fortunes. Would you have a reading? It costs 20 coins to hear what your future holds. Will you pay? Yes. So, how this works is basically you show him a specific item. Depending on the item itself, he might tell you something different, which I'm going to put up on screen right now. For now, I think I just give him a random item, and if I do that, I think he'll just tell me basically my next destination. So let's give him the lucky pepper. Are you prepared? Yes. I see. Beyond the item before you, I see a path for you to follow. I see you inside a sacred icon. By listening to the voices, you will earn a precious item. So, that is actually a fairly accurate hint as to our next destination. So, if we want to actually proceed, we will head north. But, before that, I want to go across this bridge and south. The south portion of Gondowan, because there is actually a very useful thing for us. But before that, we have two enemies, both of which are returning enemies. First off, we have a Deathhead. He is level 17, he has 128 HP, 15 synergy, 130 attack, 31 defense, 47 agility and 3 luck. He has a Venus elemental resistance of 25, a Mars resistance of 72, a Jupiter resistance of 48 and a Mercury resistance of 127. And he has a Jupiter elemental power of 80. He normally yields 55 experience points, which then becomes 71 if we finish him off with a Venus gene. He drops 73 coins, which then become 94, and there's a 1 in 16 chances that then become a 1 in 4 that he will drop a nut. As for his commands, he has the basic attack, the slash synergy and the impair synergy. And the other enemy is the Bone Fighter. He is level 17 as well. He has 122 HP, no synergy, 131 attack, 35 defense, 52 agility and 3 luck. He has a Venus elemental resistance of 25, a Mars resistance of 72, a Jupiter resistance of 48 and a Mercury resistance of 127, and a Venus elemental power of 100. He normally yields 51 experience points, which then becomes 66. He drops 63 coins, which then become 81, and there is a 1 in 32 chances that then become a 1 in 8 that he will drop a Sleep Bomb. As for his commands, he has the basic attack and the Undead Sword monster skill, which is a Venus based attack that with an additional 22 points of damage. So, fairly standard, nothing to worry about. There we go. So, after we cross that small bridge, we want to go all the way south. And there we have yet another old enemy from the first game. Here we have a mole. He is level 11, he has 96 HP, no synergy, 119 attack, 22 defense, 36 agility and 1 luck. He has a Venus elemental resistance of 48, a Mars resistance of 25, a Jupiter resistance of 72, and a Mercury resistance of 48. He yields 39 experience points, which then become 50 if we finish him off with a Mars gene. He drops 60 coins, which then becomes 78, and there is a 1 in 16 chances that then become a 1 in 4 that he will drop a Bramble Seed. As for his commands, he has the basic attack and the Mad Spatter monster skill, which basically is has a chance of inflicting delusion. It has a range of 3. So again, no big danger here. we are close to our destination here. Yeah, here should be fine. Not yet, it would seem. Let's go ahead and try out the Quake Sphere synergy. And shabalala, and learn a new synergy, Sunray. And here's what I was looking for. Here we have yet another overworld Jin. This guy is called Chill. I don't have his exact level, but he pretty much almost has the same amount of HP as Kindle, so I'm going to say that he's level 16. So, he has 414 synergy, HP, 37 synergy, 124 attack, 31 defense, 96 agility and 12 luck. He has a Venus elemental resistance of 100, a Mars resistance of 25, a Jupiter resistance of 100 as well, and a Mercury resistance of 193, and he has a Mercury elemental power of 125. He normally yields 234 experience points, which then become 304 if we finish him off with a Mars Gene. He drops 282 coins, which then become 366, and he does not drop any items, of course. As for his commands, he has the basic attack, the Ice, Cool, Prism, Tundra and Drench synergies, and the Flee command. So, he has around 400 HP. Let's see if I can actually get the EXP boost on him. $77 damage, alright. Let's say 150 in total. 250. I have an idea, let's see. Hopefully this will work. Yes, perfect. Alright. Assuming that he does not wake up before Jenna's turn, we got this. There we go. Perfect. I love it when a plan comes together. Felix found a Mercury Gene Chill. Alright, let's quickly go over this guy. His battle effect is that he deals a Mercury base attack that is equal in power to the user's physical attack with an additional 40 points of damage, and he may also lower a target's defense by 25%. As for the set stat bonus, he provides a plus 10 to your base HP, plus 3 to your base synergy, and plus 2 to your base defense. Also, we got our third Mercury Gene, meaning that we have unlocked yet another summon. Let's quickly go over that, shall we? Neptune, an incarnation of the Sea King. He requires 3 Mercury Gene, he has a base power of 120, he has an HP multiplier of 9%, and after he is successfully summoned, he provides an elemental boost of 60 Mercury. Alright, with that out of the way, let's make our way north yet once more. Alright. I think we're going to need to rest up at Naribwe one more time before we continue with our journey. And I just realized that Canon is still in standby, so I should fix that. There we go. Alright. Alright, now let's make our way north. goes, if I'm not interrupted. We should soon be reaching... Wow, it's really further up. There it is. Come on! The Kibombo Mountains. Alright, so we finally crossed into Gondowan. We got a few Jin along the way, and we made our way. We managed to reach the Kibombo Mountains. One more thing I want to address. When it comes to Jin, I think we're doing perfect. We got every single Jin that we can at this point. However, when it comes to the levels, I do think that we're a bit lacking. We managed so far, but I'm going to do a little bit of grinding off screen, so next time don't be surprised if everyone's levels are a bit higher. Alright? So, next time we're going to go through the Kibombo Mountains and hopefully finally reach the town of Kibombo. See you guys